everybody, Lewis here, Rshackbbq and other things. Well, today I have a bulk drop-off catering job for 35, which is all right. And they want it by 11 o'clock for their lunch. So this video, I'm going to do a tutorial, if you want to call it that, of the way that I do my St. Louis ribs. It's a little different than what you think. So stick around, watch this video. Maybe you'll get some tips, maybe not. I also got to do some chicken thighs. I'm not going to do a tutorial on that right now. If you watch this video and you want to see, I'll show you me putting the chicken thighs on the smoker and probably pulling them off. If you want to see how I prep them and everything like that, just let me know down in the comment if you find this video useful when it comes to doing St. Louis cut ribs for catering. We're going to do up 5 racks of ribs today, so it's an early one. So let's get into this video. Here's a rack of spare ribs. Really all I do is for catering, I'll come down here and I just want to make it look pretty. So I'll find this bone seam right here. I'll cut it off, I'll square off this end, something like that. Then there's usually this flap right here. So I'll come along and I'll trim that off. Cool. Get that out of there. Got all this extra fat here. Kind of trim it up. Get rid of as much of this stuff as I can, as quick as I can, because when you're dealing with catering, just like any business, time is money. As far as dealing with the membrane, all I do is I score it. Give it 3. Okay, so my microphone died on me right there for some weird reason. Anyway, I score the membrane 3 places. I do not remove it. And then I flip the rack over and check for any extra fat like that. And I slice that off. Then I just kind of square them up, and that's all the trimming that I do on these. Here, I got them in a pan with some foil down, and I lay my first coat of rub. This is an all-purpose hickory barbecue rub that I like. I lay that on there, and then I try to get the edges real good. I use the foil for easy cleanup. That way I'm not having to scrub anything. I just wad up the foil and throw it away. So we hit both racks, then we come back with a rib rub. This happens to be Pit Boss rib rub. I really like it. We do a nice coat on the bone side, then we flip them over. And you notice I'm not using any mustard as a binder or anything. I'm just allowing the rub to actually just meld right into the meat. We go with our all-purpose, and then we come back with a final coat of rib rub. Here's our 5 racks of ribs. You can see the rubs are already starting to sweat into them, and it's getting that mahogany color. And now it's time to go out there, fire up the Rshackbbq pellet grill, get it up to 260, and we'll get these on. Pellets. This up. The Rshackbbq is almost up to temp here. We're going to go ahead and get these ribs on. in now. I call it rub sweating. Alright, as you can see, I've got all 5 racks on there. Looking beautiful. Here, I got my tan and what skin. As you see, foil. Got a disposable sitting there that I carried them out in. So there's a piece of foil in there. Now I have a nice good pan. Once I'm all done, I can take them out and put them in there. Alright, so right now, I'm just going to let it ride for a couple hours and we'll come out and check them in. Okay, our ribs have been on for an hour here. Let's just take a look. I'm also going to spritz them. What I use, I picked this up at local box hardware store. You know, it's a weed plant sprayer, but it's electric. So right now all I use, this is just water. Come in here and kind of give them a quick little spritz. Having an electric makes it nice and easy to spritz them down like that. They're looking really, really good. Yeah. All right, let them go another hour. So our ribs have been on the pellet smoker for a little over 2 hours. Let's have a quick look at them. They're looking real nice. Starting to get a bend to them, which I like. Okay, and let's just get a quick little temp so you have an idea where we're sitting. Get in here where we're not hitting the bone. About there. So we're sitting about 150 on them, which is beautiful. So now what I'm going to do, now that I got the color and basically starting to get some bone pulled back here and the flexibility that I like, I'm going to go ahead and wrap them. So I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so I just got my heavy duty foil here, and I'll take some apple cider vinegar. I'll just pour some down on here. It doesn't take much, something like that. And then, you know, you can use real butter or you can use this squeeze butter. I'll just use this. I can't believe it's not butter. And I will just pour some down on here, like so. All right. Then we take our rib. Now you got this burnt bone marrow on these. I like to kind of just knock those off a little bit, like so. And we take this and we lay it upside down like that. Okay? And we bring the foil up over. And we want a good tight seal. Bring the other side back over, and I'll just come up and I fold this in. Come down here, and I fold this in. And there we go. Got a wrapped rib. Okay, we got all 5 racks wrapped up. So now what I like to do, Kipton, is we're running at 260. I'm going to go ahead and turn it up to 285, and we're going to let it just go for another hour. And then we're going to come out and start temping and probing for tenderness. They'll be done shortly. All right, so it's a little after 8, and we're going to check our ribs. I've already checked them once a little bit ago. Really all I'm going to check for is tenderness. And try not to hit the bone, so that one right there. So it's at 209. This is at 208. These are well shot. Probably have a nice blend to them. Try not to use that juice. Set them all in here. What I like to do is I like to flip them over like this. Just give them a quick little see, check them. Kind of see down in there. Bring it over close. Got a nice pullback. Looking really good. So let them vent for a minute. Usually, wrap it back up. Take this one, let it vent. Take the strap, just put it over here. Good pullback, good color. Everything's looking like I want it to. So we're starting to get some good pullback on that one. Really solid. Got on this one. That's looking real good. You can see this really shows that steam's probably getting in there, but you can see where I slit it, that membrane. Okay. Just get it wrapped up. Get this closed up because we're going to have to do chicken on this. But I wanted to show you this real quick, what the meatier side looks like. So we'll unwrap this one, flip it over, and there you go. So now what I'll do is I'm going to just wrap this one up this way. Is I am actually going to just stick these in a Cambro. And I'll probably sit in the Cambro for about an hour. Usually what I like to do is I got them loosely wrapped here so they're still steamy. But I also like to just stick another one. Kind of go over the top like that. We'll stick these in a Cambro and we'll let them just sit there and rest for a little while I prep up the chicken. And then we'll get into slicing these right before we leave. Here's our finished chicken thighs. We'll sauce them up and we'll get them in the pan. Alright, here's our ribs. One rack out here. Let's move this out of the way for a minute. So here's our ribs. Finished ribs, nice little bend to them. And what I like to do, so I'll flip them over, and you see how burnt that one is. There. So I probably won't send that one. Give it a taste. Down here. Try to follow the bone. Cutting them too badly, so you can pick them up at an angle like that too. Gotta follow it. So there's our finished rib. Get these in the pan. Has the flavor I want. Oh yeah, these are going to be good. Over in here. Put this out of the way. Grab another rack. Still nice and warm. You can pour this juice back over the top of them if you want. Liquid gold, as a lot of us call it. So as you see, these were done to this here in about 4 hours. I'm going to leave those two bones together. So you go like that. And you notice I did not put any brown sugar on them. I did not put any mustard on them. All I did was trim them up a little bit and season them, and then cut them like this. And you can just see how they just come out like almost perfect. Not a whole lot of juice in that one. Then what I do is I will sand barbecue sauce in individual cups. And if they want to add barbecue sauce to their ribs, they can do it themselves. That way, I'm not overcooking these ribs, I'm not burning them, and they're just coming out perfect. Just the way I wanted them to come out. So, and you can come in here and grab one of these out of here. You can see, nice bite, super tender. Wow, that's a winner. Anyhow, that's how I do my ribs. That way, I say, you know, it's perfectly done, 4 hours tops, in and out. Everything about catering is timing, and I got to get these done so I can get on the road with them. I save time in my cooking and the way I do it, and the flavor's there. So, this is not competition style cooking. This is catering. Customer cooking. I have my barbecue sauce here. I may dribble some on top of everything after it's all done and let it just sit on it. But so I hope that helps you a little bit. That's the way I do it. And like I said, you know, they're perfect ribs. They are absolutely beautiful, beautiful ribs. Like I always say, you can do this too. It's not that hard. Till next time, my friends. Thank you for watching. Really.